Chef Sal was recorded on a cell phone in front of a fake audience.
But we're trying to remain healthy, but I gotta tell you, if I see one more chicken breast, I'm gonna be like, no! No! Hey guys, Chef Sal, right here, he's back. Boy, did I miss that. So, you've been cooped up. We've been cooped up. It's 5 weeks now. We're going to get off on an exit now, okay? I'm going to show you a nice, gooey, sweet, delicious treat with a twist. Yeah, delicious. Chocolate chip cookies with bourbon and bacon. I know, don't do that. yeah, that's right. Bourbon and bacon and chocolate chip cookies. Well, you know, they're making bacon with, you know, with brown sugar, and they're putting chocolate and bacon together and pretzel-y bacon, chocolatey things. But bourbon? I can't wait for this one. It's going to be pretty cool. You can leave it out, the bourbon that is. If you want, you can leave it out. But come on. You know, you deserve it, all right? Another treat you're going to have to be kind of hiding from the family. You know, if the kids are home, they got the radar up, you know. So get creative with the hiding of the treats.
Twinkie! Other Twinkie! Let's get a Twinkie!
Listen to that guy. All right. It's a basic chocolate chip delight recipe. And you just add the extra ththings I told you about. I'm going to get something I have been chilling because I couldn't leave it out under the studio lights. I mean the kitchen lights. That's what this is. I took a package of bacon, thick cut bacon. I cut it into small pieces. There it is right there. I didn't want to waste your time watching me cook bacon. Small pieces, see? Very small. Very small. And until it's crispy, lay it out, paper towels. No big deal. Here's a little shot of me doing it. Bacon! Bacon! Right? It's all drained and crispy, ready to go. And I have some chocolate bits here. I have, I think it's 88% dark chocolate cocoa. On the left, I chopped it up. So I got two things. Chop that up, and I have some semi-sweet morsels. You can mix them around if you want. I think it's around, you want about 8 ounces total, but it doesn't have to be. You can put them all in there, or just a couple. Just keep, when you make these kind of things, just keep your eye on it. I mean, there's certain things like the science, the mixtures of the liquids and the thing and the baking soda. That's the kind of stuff you got to follow. But otherwise, just if chocolate chips, I don't care if you put a whole freaking truckload in. You deserve it. All right, there's that. So I took a cup, a little bit more of the bacon fat, and I chilled it off of that bacon because that's going in the cookies. It's going in like with the butter. All right. It's going to be wild. All right, here's the dry. We have 2.5 cups all-purpose flour. If you want the perfect cookie, so they say, you can split that flour 50-50. You can put all-purpose and some cake flour in there. It kind of dilutes the protein to make it more of the chewy, not rubbery texture. They're not going to be rubbery though if you use all-purpose. You don't got to go out and buy a whole box of cake flour for one batch of cookies. This doesn't make sense, all right? But you could do what you want. I'm giving you the options, all right? Come on, options. All right, I'm going to whisk it together with the salt, a teaspoon of salt. And we had a teaspoon baking powder, I think a quarter teaspoon of baking soda, and it's the dry, man. With a whisk, that's all, boom. You don't have to sift this in. You know, you want a little bit of a dense crumb to the cookie, you know, more than a light cake, all right? It's easy stuff, easy stuff. All right, so that you put aside. And to our other medium bowl, we have 2 large eggs. I'll put them in there, all right? Boom, that's not hot. And we're gonna kind of cream it together. This is, look at this way I fanned it out. It's butter, room temperature. Let the air get in there. So it's quicker to go to room temperature if you don't have a lot of time. I couldn't say that with a straight face. You know what I mean, right? And it'll also room temperaturerize all at the same rate, so it won't be soft here and hard there. Trust me on this. I did enough of this stuff, believe me. All right, going in with the eggs, right? That's no problem. And to that, you know I love saying that, I'm going to cream in this bacon fat. I mean, just look at this. Look at this. Yeah, it's crazy. Put that bacon fat in there. I had about 3/4 of a cup. I only want a half, so I'm going to leave a little of that in the little pouring thingy here. Excuse my finger, but it will bake off. It will bake off. All right, we have that in there. And now we want 2 types of sugar, 3/4 of a cup each of just basic white sugar, see? And I'm using light brown sugar. I didn't go out and buy dark brown sugar just to do this. You can use both. Dark brown sugar just has more molasses than this. That's all. So it's, I say it's heavier, gooier, you know, but not, you know, to the professional cookie taster, if there ever is one. I like to smush around anytime I use this brown sugar because it tends to clump up even if you have it sitting around like I did to get set up. Even that a little amount of time, it gets those little nuggets in there that are hard to break up when you're creaming it all together. So let's get that going. And I have what I call the old workhorse. See this thing? This is Nance's. I think it's missing a little blade in there, but it's our favorite mixer. Certain things you just can't let go, can you? Like I said, the old workhorse. This thing has been through the wars, taking orders from rude, loud drill sergeants.
By the left! Quick! March!
All right, start out slow. Try to center around those eggs first and the butter. And you can do them separately before if you want to. You don't have to really. And just be careful with your speed until everything gets incorporated, and then you can put it up. It's thick, it smells smoky. I mean, it's crazy. You're like, is this gonna be a cookie? Yeah, it is. Alrighty. Now I'm gonna get my spatula out and get it all incorporated together with itself. Let's give it a quick mix, don't get crazy. Oven at 350, don't forget. And now what we're gonna do is a little at a time, just so you don't splash yourself. Get this flour and baking soda, baking powder, salt, etc. as I splash myself. Mixture in here. Just be very patient, let it go, be very patient. Okay, I finished it off with the mixer here. And pretty much it's as you could see, it's a pretty solid batter now. All right, it's not liquid anymore because we're gonna break it down a little bit more liquidy with 3 tablespoons bourbon. There it is. Get that in there. And it's kind of too thick. It's kind of too thick to use the mixer, so I'm gonna stay with the spatula as I add these ingredients. Vanilla, teaspoon. Don't eyeball it. You'll wind up having a freaking vanilla factory in there, okay? I've been doing this a billion years, all right? Trust me. Okay, so let's get that really main pair of ingredients in there. Now this bourbon's gonna burn off as far as the alcohol goes. It's gonna cook off. The alcohol's gonna go away and leave you with the taste of these smoky barrels of the bourbon caves. Made that up. You know what I mean? See, it's getting a little cake battery, but it's still not pourable. And last but totally not least, these 2 delicious items, the chocolate chips. And as I said before, stick to 8 ounces, but if you want to go a little bit more, I don't care. They're chocolate chip cookies, you know, just be nice to yourself. Ooh, that looks good. And you know what, I'm going in hard. Boom, done. And of course the bacon. That was a package of bacon. What do they come? 12 ounces, something like that. Just get a package of bacon. You know what they are. All right. I'm not going to make it complicated. I promise not to complicate your lives. Oh man, this looks good. And as I said, 350 on that oven. Give me some parchment, a non-rimmed cookie sheet. In the last 6 months, I have used this cookie sheet for everything but cookies. But there it is. See that? Boom. Have that ready to go. And I got an ice cream scoop. You can make them any size you want. All right, this is, I think, a 1/4 cup or something like that. You can make them big, you know, scoop them out, or just plop them out with a heaping tablespoon will be fine for you guys. You know, for you commoner baker. So this is going to come off like it's a little bit wet, but I'm telling you, just let it kind of stir, you know? Let it stir and then let it sit. It smells great already. I have to tell you, we're doing something really, really right here. Check this out. Can you see that? Can they see that? Yeah. See? Wow. Wow. Crazy, crazy. Try not to eat the whole, you know, batter. They made a big mistake when they started having cookie dough like, and ice cream and stuff, and people are like, oh, I get the Pillsbury thing. I did it. Okay, so like I said, you can let this to kind of stay around a little bit before you divvy it out and bake it up. And the flour will absorb some of the moisture and make it a little bit stiffer, but you don't have to worry about it. I don't have the luxury, you know, I just don't have the luxury. All right, so let me just wash my hands here. I know Mabel from Colorado, she writes in all the time. You know, the other day you didn't wash your hands. I saw you. I didn't see you. I saw you not seeing you. You know what I mean. All right, sorry, Mabel. Always for you, Mabel, always for you. All right, so there's that. Ice cream scoop it, and let's see how many we can get out of it. I'm not going to make the whole thing, so just don't get crazy. See, that's it. 2 inches apart. Then we're going to stick them in here for, I don't know, 12 to 15 minutes. Just keep your eye on them, please. I can't do that too. There's a lot of houses I have to come to. Let's see, can I get another one? We'll be safe, right? Let's be safe. All right, there you go. All lined up. I'm putting it in here. I'm going on a higher rack. You don't have to. You can put it on the middle rack in the oven. It's fine. Mine was just on the higher one, but I'm a professional. I'm going to set myself up here for, I'll do it over here so you could see. Even if you can't, you can, right? I'm going to check them in 10 minutes. It's going to be more than that, but I freak out when my baked goods are a little bit on the, you know, crispy side. Too crispy, like burnt. So just check them, all right? 10, 15 minutes, whatever you got to do, okay? 350 is kind of a lot for cookies, so keep your eye on these things. And in the meantime, keep yourself occupied. Casual nightwear. Come with me. The beeper just went off. I had him in there about a little over 15 minutes, maybe 17 minutes. You got to check. I can't, I told you, I can't, I All right. Cooling rack. You know what that is, right? Boom, on the counter. Spatula. Ready to deplane them. Oh yes. I'm going to bring them over like right out of the oven. I mean, look at this, folks. Look at that. Golden on the top, but not too golden. I'm going to show you the bottom. And they're kind of up. You know, I don't like spread out cookies. Okay, if you want spread out cookies, add a little bit of water to the batter. I want more bourbon.
What's wrong with you?
Anyway, but it does take me back, the smell in this kitchen. Oh man, the old days when grandma would be baking and taking the cookies out of the oven. This just the smell of that bourbon and bacon. Anyway, all right, let's put these on the rack. plate them up as the fancy chefs say, as our regular chefs say. We'll put them on a dish and show you. All right, so let's do this. Oh man, oh man. Too hot to bite into, otherwise I'd be gumming these things to death. I mean, check this out. See, that's how I want the bottom, okay? See? As opposed to the top, it's a little bit lighter, but that's as far as you want to go on the color on the bottom. So if anything else, just check the bottom. All right, and check it against this. And you can use it as what do they call it? The control group. All right, let's break it open, see what they look like inside. I'm going to do it right in front of you somehow. Yeah. Look at that. Oh, man. There's bacon and chocolate chip in every little wink of this thing. Look at that. Let me see. Oh, doesn't taste like bacon and eggs. It tastes like a delicious chocolate chip cookie with a different kind of twist to it. Maybe a slight sweet, smoky flavor. Woo! Woo! Anyway, you can make these if I can. That's all I can tell you. Man, they would look so great on Instagram.
God has given you the way you look. Do not be ashamed of it. When you were born, you probably hit the wall.
It never ends. Anyway, check it out. Stay safe out there. You'll be out soon. And you know, baking takes up a little time, a little diversion. You can stop playing those silly practical jokes on your wife.
Gotta hurry up because it's scared it.
I'll see you next time. I am Chef Sal.
What the wrong with you?
Thank you.